Day 10 of Daily Valhalla. Yesterday was quite an abrupt ending with gunshots outside the bar. So Jill decided to stay at the bar actually. So let's see what happened. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 AM though. It's morning for me on the weekends. And any other day actually. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Saibatsu's corps president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place? Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Say is okay. Should we be worried about Jill? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer where he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. So, like, do you have to work every freaking day? Oh my god. Well, I guess it's dystopian, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll get something for lunch on the way. Yeah, sounds good. Aww, both of them. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit, mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh, yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcers table, but I think we are safe here. Now, come on in and sit then. Excuse me? Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how is the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the heater can't fix. Oh, right boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? No, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know, some flea market ages ago? Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago, actually. And what happened to it? Too much use, it's just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, never use it anyway. Let's see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Oh, fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go to change into something more comfortable. Sure, take your time. I'll force you to. The stare off. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Hmm? Oh, yeah, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on the black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. Ah, I see. What? Yeah, good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. I like how Jill is like constantly feeling like she's not really listening, but like she's just comprehending stuff pretty slow. It's like, oh, okay, and then this just like just hits her just, oh, wait, what? Sorry. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, well, the one on the right is Leonore, my ex-girlfriend, and the one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh? Is this pic recent, or...? Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What do you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent, because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pic out like this one then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic and then miserable. I'll just put this away. Awkward. Poor Jill. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. That would be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing! Now please give that to me. Envelope, alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's get some beers. Well, guide me. Oh. Shine Spark. Oh, the new album. Beers so far 0. Cans left 12. Remaining beer 100%. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card, and I can use every time I buy the alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any different between the drinks here and the bar? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. Nice. Good choice, Jill. In English, please. This one is lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Don't know, it doesn't taste like lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic Dichometrical Lidogenol. No, NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? Yeah, it was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of the pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Blech. Cornstarch? Yeah, it serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. What? You are a nerd, Jill? Oof. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Well, will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Don't know, with what being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Jill are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept the poster of me in the room. Awkward. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. Yeah, sure, Jill. You don't know. I guess it's like if someone gave you, don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it here there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kinda pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sorts. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess, and not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Okay. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talked about the poster and compared it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball? Well, as with any black cat, or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alley near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home? At first I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. Yeah, when he came he was so cute though, not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table now. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know? Shit. I actually did that in front of someone else. Oh. Anyway, she does just talk with herself when she's talking with 4. I knew it. Yeah, don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Yeah, just drink a little bit of alcohol gel. Maybe? I wonder if Jill's alright. You're worried about him? Hey, you make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Jill so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Oh man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He is not. Man. What a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him though. So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. Well, I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like the blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? Yeah, I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she is hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see that she has a hot body, boss. You will find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and... Jill, you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes it with such childish excitement. Yeah, I've kinda noticed that too. Maybe I should stop drinking. But then again, rhythms can be weird. You think? Well, let them operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in another collective source. If they lose an arm, they can retouch it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions, like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilim get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interactions? Interesting. The name Lilim is a bit weird though. It is? Well, you'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just the tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Oh, thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger owl called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feel silly when you say it out loud. Well, try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Well, back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. It had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once, they were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger and transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Oh, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs just like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerk asses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talked about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kinda reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become what I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges, the kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me though. One moment he was congratulating my dad, berating him a little. And the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most days of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you. Really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. From what you tell me though, seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've had that one since I was a kid actually. You know boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind you're included in the circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed glass-wearing gun nut called Iris. Oh, the one you called for the hammer thing, right? Yeah, that one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. Is this maybe the one you play in Valhalla then? Not Valhalla, this is Valhalla. In Nirvana? That would be interesting. Oh, she manages... for those who don't know, Nirvana is like the sequel to this game. Not out yet, but being worked on. I hope. Oh, she's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her actually. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I answered my own question. It's called Nirvana, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. Anne means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened the Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. Well, I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. A woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. Sorry, one sec. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Jill, my sis, Iris, and Lexi... Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home and college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Jill, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Hi boss, what do you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's off working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. But enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervised the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to at least. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That will clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's snowing. Chapter 2. Amarga. Okay. That has been day 10 of Daily Valhalla. Thank you for watching this, slow episode, just getting to know Jill and Dana a little more. Pretty nice one. Sadly, Jill didn't show Dana her phone background, but oh well. Maybe at some point she will. So yeah, thank you for watching. Even though we didn't mix any drinks today, I will be still mixing one later, so if you're up for that, please feel free to watch that one as well. It's in the playlist. And otherwise, I hope you have a great evening, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.